OBD2 Bluetooth diagnostic capabilities. But now for motorcycles, let's get started. Hey everyone, this is Tom with Fresh Vintage Garage. Today we're checking out another awesome TOPDON product from the family of TOPDON products. We'd like to thank them for sending this over and sponsoring this video. Today we're checking out the TopScan Moto, and to draw a quick parallel, if you've not seen our video on the TopScan Pro, you have Bluetooth connectivity to your Android or iOS smartphone, and then you download the app, and then you're doing in-depth diagnostics, code reading, oil light resets, and more right here. To draw a parallel, you're doing all of that diagnostic and capability in the same thing here, but for motorcycles. You're using the same Android or iOS phone, downloading the TopDon app, hooking it together, and then you're doing diagnostics, you're reading codes, you can actually adjust idle speeds and more with this. So we're going to do a few things. We're actually going to open this up and show you what's inside, and then we have a friend with a motorcycle that needs some code scanning, so we're going to jump outside here and take a look and see what's happening with it. Looking at this specifically, obviously there's not that much in the box, and let me peel this while I speak. You need actual cables for this, and what I mean is this has a pretty standard OBD2. There's your user's guide, and then let's actually look at this guy here. So this is your OBD2 port here, but you'll see them on the screen. We don't have the cables, the adapters with us here, but there's a Harley, there's a Ducati, there's BMW, and then there's more coming soon, adapter cables that actually plug into your actual motorcycle. I will commend TopDon. They're very aggressive with their software pursuit of getting your OEM into their scan tools so you can buy their product. So real quick, before we jump outside, I just wanted to show you the cables that you don't see here, but we'll put them on the screen. The two BMW ones are on the screen now, and then the Harley Davidson one is on the screen now, and the Ducati one is on the screen now. If you haven't seen your bike listed, definitely reach out to TopDon. Feel free to send them an email. They're super responsive, and they can confirm coverage in the near future for your specific year, make, and model and OEM. So we're here at the 2024 Mopars in the Valley car show. Huge Mopar power, tons of stuff over there, old school, new school. Check out our other channel, Fresh Vintage, if you want to see some classic Mopar muscle. There's a Superbird, I can see it from here. But our good friend Gil, thanks so much for stopping by, man. Really, really appreciate it.
No problem.
He literally met us in the parking lot, and we said, hey, you have a Harley, can we tinker with it? And he was like, sure. So Gil, what exactly do we have here, Harley Davidson wise?
This is a 2007 CVO Super Glide Custom.
And I would not remember any of that, folks, just to be honest. But thank you so much for letting us tinker with us. And forgive me, I love the paint color. You told me what the paint color is earlier.
It's an original CVO paint.
CVO, right?
Yes.
CVO paint, okay.
And this particular one, there's only supposed to have been 700 with this paint job.
It's a very, very well done. I love the gold, you know, in between the red and the black. So very, very nice. And thank you for taking the time to do this with us. He literally met us out in the parking lot here. But so looking at what we have here, I'm going to show you the screen recording from my phone in just a second. But what I wanted to show you is we would remove the seat. It's sitting over there. We remove the actual access, like the cover here, and the port you're looking for was plugged right there. So this is the 4-pin port on this particular Harley, and there's also a 6-pin, and that adapter feeds right into the TopScan Moto. But what we're going to do is you'll see the actual screen recording on my phone pop up on the screen here right now. And what we have here on the screen is you can see the TopScan. This is the home page of the TopScan Moto Diagnostics. I'm going to hit Diagnostics here. We already have this hooked up. And just looking at the end of the TopScan Moto, you'll see a few, it's kind of hard to see, but we have a green connection, red power, and then blue for Bluetooth. So you should have all three of those on. The green may intermittently flash as it communicates with my phone, but I'm just going to go ahead and touch Harley here, and then you'll see automatic system diagnostic socket and manual service, yada, yada, yada. Real quick, just to point out, you have to make sure your ignition's on, and we just tried it once. The ignition was not on, so obviously it wasn't going to read. But let's jump back in here. That might explain why the automatic wasn't working, but we'll give it a try here. So we're reading our VIN code. Oh, there's our VIN. Okay, so it auto VIN, so that's good. And that's like we were saying, 2005, 2010 is around the time when we see some cars VIN, some cars not VIN. Let me hit confirm. Okay, so we have there it is, Harley Davidson Dyna CVO. It pulled all that out automatically. Pretty cool. And a little scary at the same time, right? So we're going to load the menu now. I should be able to hit automatic scan. Okay, so here is our auto scan. It is automatically scanning right now. We're doing the turn signal module. And we're reading the engine data trouble codes, and we're going to do the speedometer module as well. So we'll just give this a minute to read through here. Okay, so we have one fault code. Let's look at the fault code here and see what it says. And you're seeing this in real time. We're not trying to speed this up or do anything. So we see P0152. This is an O2 sensor rear cylinder rich. We were showing you that off camera there. So this was saying it's a historic fault. So it sounds like it might have triggered a while ago. Is that a week or a year? We're not sure. But so if we wanted to clear it, we could go ahead and clear it right there. And let's look at some of the other stuff here. We have ECU information. So this is all of the ECU information that's coming out of the actual Harley computer and unit itself. A lot of cool stuff in there. And then live data. So Gil, if you want to fire this up, we'll see all of the numbers change here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay.
She don't like sitting with the key on.
Battery, so we'll be right back. Okay, so I'm standing away from the Harley. We had to obviously get it push started there, as you saw in the video. But battery is up and back to life. And here's our live data. You can see on the screen here. And for example, I changed the engine RPM to the just from the number to the graph, and I just changed it back to 900. You see 987, 1005. But here's all the data that's in here. And let's go to the manifold absolute pressure. Now, if we wanted to record this, you can see the record button in the bottom right corner of the screen. And this allows you to just chase an electrical issue if you're having something weird going on. It'll let you actually, like, if you have a sensor starting to go wonky, but not 100% of the time. But let me jump back into some of the other functions here. And so as you saw, we had the actual live data there. There's two more things we want to look at: the active test and special functions. And I want to see if I can find what's all in here. So we have front coil and rear coil, gearbox in neutral, test in progress. Okay, so it actually tested your front coil based on what says it's successful. So we got that going for us. Let's check the rear coil while we're here. Gearbox in neutral, test in progress. Hey, look at that. Awesome. So you got a front and rear coil doing well. So special functions. Let's see what we can find in here. So we have idle speed adjustment, servo motor exhaust flap, cruise control. Some of these things you might not use on this particular year, make, and model, so to speak. But cruise control, I mean, you'd be able to use that, right? You'd actually be able to set it, and then
it's got a knob you turn that actually tightens down.
Oh, does it? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And we have automatic compression release on there. Interesting. I wonder if that. So it actually says. It's communicating with it says configuration was successful. So it actually released the compression in the engine. That's pretty cool. So a lot of new, cool features. And thinking about what we have in here, when you start thinking about Ducati and the other ones that the TopScan Moto, the actual Moto unit supports, they're really putting a lot of R&D into this actual system here. There was I want to find one other section in here. I just want to show you real quick. There's actual almost like bidirectional control, and I wanted to show it to you. Bear with me while we find it. Okay, so let's look at the active tests. Oh, there it is. Okay, so we see main relay, idle speed control, fan start. It's interesting. I don't see like the thing to turn, roll the windows up and down, or the power door locks, or the wiper, But all joking aside, the fan, it actually will let you turn the fan on and off. And we tried this earlier, and there's no actual like cooling fan on the Harley, but you can do that in here if you'd like. And let me end the screen recording here. So wrapping up the video here, TopScan Moto, really cool unit. Forgive the box is a little wonky here, but really cool unit. Pretty impressed because you can tell TopDon is putting the R&D money. They're actually building this and actually making it a product that a Harley or Ducati owner, a bike owner actually wants to buy. Because Gil, we were talking off camera. You said it was over $100 or something like that.
It's upwards of $100 for them to scan the systems on it.
Just for one scan. And I mean, we'll leave, I can't tell you the price in the video here, but we'll leave the link for this in the description of the video you're watching now, so you can check it out. I mean, this adapter for the Harley specific wasn't that expensive, and the actual TopScan Moto isn't that much. And when you start thinking about how much the dealer is going to charge you for one scan, you're basically paying for itself in one scan kind of situation. But we'll leave the links for this. You can make the informed decision. You can check it out if you want to buy one. Leave us a comment. Would you buy it? Do you think it's worth the money? But with that, we appreciate you watching. If you like scan tools, if you like shop equipment, if you like keeping your car certified fresh and on the road, and keeping your bike certified fresh on the road, Fresh Vintage Garage is your channel. Please like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.